In March of this year, the FDA permitted emergency sterilization using the STERAD systems for compatible N95 mask. So we have STERADs down in CS and down in ambulatory services. So we got a plan together and worked with ambulatory services who provided people to help us, and Cassie was one of the people.
During this pandemic, I, along with others, was relocated down to Central Services to sanitize N95 masks. Each floor was provided a container so they can put their N95 masks in there after 3 uses. Each mask can only be worn 3 times before it needs sanitized, and they can only be sanitized 2 times before needing discarded. We would wear proper PPE, and at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. we would go to each unit to collect these containers full of N95 masks. We would take out each individual mask, and we would write either the number 1 or number 2 on them, depending on how many previous sterilizations that mask has gone through.
Once they came through on the clean side, either an ambulatory service personnel, now it wouldn't be the one that was on the decontam side, but it's somebody different, or a central processing person, would take the mask and stamp it with a specific cycle in a day and get it ready for the sterilizer, put it in the sterilizer, and then it would be sterilized with hydrogen peroxide gas plasma. The different types of N95s, to make sure that they were compatible, we would biologically test them or culture them, and we would put a biological on the outside of the mask and on the inside where the face set, and culture it, and then we would check the cultures, and if it didn't pass, we would throw it away and not reprocess those N95 masks, and that was for the safety of the healthcare personnel. When the FDA comes out, they're the ones that regulate a lot of our processes, and STERAD or ASP are the ones that have the sterilization cycle or the systems that we used on this. And the hydrogen gas plasma was actually tested and killed viruses, so that we know that it was safe. And once we tested the biologicals with them to make sure that the gas got into every part of the mask, then we feel secure that it was killing them and it was safe for healthcare personnel to wear. If it's a mask, I would feel safe wearing it. So if it's something that I feel safe wearing, I feel like it works, because I wouldn't be wearing it if I had any doubt about it. Actually, we learned how to sterilize the Drager vent parts for the ventilators, and that's not anything we'd ever done before. So we worked with Biomed. They took the pieces apart on the ventilator, brought them down to us, brought the instructions for uses, which is what we use, and we set up different cycles on our equipment so that we could clean them and then we could sterilize them. And that's not anything that we've ever done before. But we set it up both in same-day surgery, also in central processing, so if we needed to, we could sterilize in either place.
I've personally learned a lot. I've gotten to broaden my experiences in the hospital, and that is going to be very, very beneficial in the future, I would say. We are now more prepared to take on this again if it were ever to happen than the first time we started. We've learned a lot, and we could take this forward for the next time.